Greetings and welcome back to my channel, guys. How are you doing today? So in this video we're going to talk about one of the greatest sacrifices ever made in D&D, and definitely in the DragonLance setting. So let's begin. As the gods met to decide the punishment that would be levied against Takhisis for her betrayal, all knew what the punishment must be, that she would be cast out of heaven. But for that dread decision to be reached, one god of the side of light had to willingly sacrifice his godhood in order to maintain the balance. Paladine, Takhisis' equal in the heavens, acted out of his love for the world and agreed to the sacrifice, giving up his own immortality to ensure that Takhisis would be removed from the heavens. Taking on the form of one of his chosen people, the god Paladine became Valthonis, an elf. Because his body is that of a youthful elf and he dresses as an ordinary wanderer, he gives out no outward appearance of being different from any other mortal. Those who look into his eyes, however, may gain a clue of his true identity, for in his gaze you can see wisdom and knowledge far beyond his years. Valthonis will live out his years as any other mortal. He faces the same dangers, the same joys, and the same rewards. He will eventually age and die, or he may be slain in combat or fall victim to a disease or accident as any other mortal. He is also powerless to affect any event, as are all mortals. He was unable to halt the blow that struck down the Queen of Darkness, nor could he save Silvanoshi from death. Valthonis heard the Dark Queen's final curse, that he will know the sorrow of mortality as she had known it, even briefly. Thus did Mina allow Valthonis to live, instead of taking his life in act of simple revenge. Perhaps she hopes that he lives a long time, for she wants him to see her vengeance, a vengeance he plans to take out on the elven people. Just as the elves are now exiled from their homeland, Valthonis is exiled from the immortal realms. He wanders the continent, never staying long in one place, never permitting himself to be close to anyone. For Valthonis realizes that there are many people on Krynn who will seek to use him and the power they believe that he wields for their own ends. The moment he became mortal, Valthonis felt all the knowledge he once held begin to fade from his mind. He traveled to the great library of Palanthas in order to record his perspective on what had happened to the world. When he finished his record, Valthonis once more began to travel the land on foot, exploring the world to witness firsthand all that has changed during the Fifth Age, and to bring aid and solace to the people of Krynn if he could. Valthonis had begun to attract a tiny but fiercely loyal band of followers, although they do not worship him, for he refuses to permit people to worship him, nor would the gods allow worship of one of the fallen gods. They view themselves as his protectors, for though Valthonis was once a god, he has no more power except for his overwhelming love for mankind. He does still possess an incredible amount of knowledge and the uncanny understanding of people. He has a way of inspiring loyalty in others, but he has no desire to be anything more than what he views himself, a simple elven wanderer. And yet, Valthonis finds that he cannot stand by idly when he sees injustice in the world. Although he will not interfere directly with one of the gods, he and his small band, known as the Faithful, have already acted to right wrongs, always disappearing afterwards, refusing any reward and often moving on before they could be thanked. And that is the story of the fallen god Paladine that turned into Valthorin. What do you guys think about it? Will you use him in your campaign if you're playing in the 5th Age? Having the wandering god walk by or having your adventurers stumble across them? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a lovely day.